Ever pondered what propelled the world into two of the deadliest conflicts in human history? Let's take a step back in time to unravel the catalysts that ignited the flames of World War I and II. The First World War, also known as the Great War, was sparked by a seemingly insignificant event: the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. This act of violence, committed by a Serbian nationalist in June 1914, was the match that lit the fuse. But the powder keg was already prepared, filled with a complex web of alliances, militarism, and nationalism that had been growing for decades. European powers had been busy forming alliances, creating a delicate balance of power. An attack on one nation was considered an attack on all within the alliance. This intricate system transformed a regional conflict into a global war. As nations prepared for potential conflicts, an arms race ensued. The Industrial Revolution had provided the means to produce weapons of unprecedented destructive power, escalating tensions further. Now let's switch our focus to the causes of World War II. The seeds of this conflict were sown in the aftermath of World War I with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty ended the Great War, but at a great cost to Germany, placing the blame for the war solely on its shoulders. The harsh reparations and territorial losses inflicted on Germany created a breeding ground for bitterness and resentment. This resentment fueled the rise of fascism in Europe, particularly in Italy and Germany. The fascists promised to restore national pride and economic stability. In Germany, this led to the rise of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party. Hitler's aggressive foreign policies and blatant disregard for the conditions of the Treaty of Versailles led to the invasion of Poland in September 1939, marking the start of World War II. As we can see, a series of complex political, social, and economic factors set the stage for these devastating wars. Having understood the causes, one might wonder, what were the ramifications of these global conflicts? Straight off the bat, the immediate aftermath of World War I saw a dramatic reshaping of the world map. Empires crumbled, and new nations emerged from their ashes. The Ottoman Empire, for instance, was partitioned into several modern-day Middle Eastern countries, while the Austro-Hungarian Empire dissolved into a number of Central and Eastern European states. This time of upheaval was also marked by the establishment of the League of Nations. This was an intergovernmental organization, a precursor to the United Nations, with the lofty goal of maintaining world peace. However, its inability to prevent aggression by its members and the outbreak of World War II ultimately led to its demise. Now, shifting gears to the aftermath of World War II, we find ourselves in the midst of a new geopolitical landscape. The Cold War began, a tense and protracted confrontation between the two superpowers that emerged post-war, the United States and the Soviet Union. This battle of ideologies, capitalism versus communism, led to several proxy wars around the globe in the arms race, casting a long shadow over international relations for much of the second half of the 20th century. The post-war period also ignited a wave of decolonization. Many territories in Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean gained independence from their European colonizers, leading to the emergence of many new nations and a shift in the global power dynamic. And then came the creation of the United Nations. Born from the ashes of the League of Nations, it was designed to foster international cooperation and prevent future conflicts. With its specialized agencies like the World Health Organization and UNESCO, the UN has had a significant impact on global health, education, and culture. The world wars, while tragic, irrevocably shaped the course of the 20th century, influencing our lives in ways we may not even realize. To encapsulate what we've explored today, the world wars were fueled by nationalism, imperialism, and militarism, leaving a profound impact on the global stage. These wars, though horrific in their destruction, have taught us invaluable lessons about the perils of unchecked aggression and the importance of international cooperation.